Hi guys, welcome back to clearroundmedia. I hope you are all well. I wanted to do a video today on how to really stand out on social media. There are so many businesses on social media now and some of them are using it phenomenally. And so here are some tips to help you use it as best as possible and to really stand out online. So the first one is be consistent, and this is the crux of my whole business, and this is the biggest thing that I offer every business that I work with is consistency. And it's the biggest thing that people struggle with. They'll have a flurry of being on Instagram every single day, posting every day, commenting on things and liking things and being really active, and then business takes over and it falls by the wayside. If you can't be consistent, employ somebody who can for you, because it's the biggest thing to make yourself stand out online. Next is to create some really strong branding. There are so many companies out there who can help you with this, and I'll probably tag them in this video as well. But make sure you get really strong brand guidelines so that throughout everything you do, a customer instantly recognises that it's you. Implement it into your Instagram theme, into your strategy. Make sure that your logo matches, your website matches, everything, and really create that noticeable and recognisable brand that you want. Next is be brave. Take a few risks and think, what can I do that's a little bit different? If you do the same as everybody's doing all of the time, you're never going to stand out. So try and do something that pushes you out your comfort zone, whether that's doing a live or just a video at all, whether it's showing a little snippet of real family life, or whether it's taking something and being completely different with it, taking your product photography and trying to think of something completely out of the box on how to showcase your products, or whatever it is. If you've got that bold idea, go for it, because nobody ever became famous by doing exactly the same thing as everybody else. I personally am not against boosting posts. I know there's a lot of people out there who are, but I am not. However, boost good news. People want good news on their news feed, especially at the minute, but also forever. If you think about the last few years, all the doom and gloom that's been going around and will go forever, boost some good news. If you've raised a lot of money for charity, if you've been nominated for, or if you've won an award, if somebody has reached a new level in training within your company, if you've hit a milestone, whatever it might be, they're the posts to boost. If you're boosting a post that's selling something, the only people who are ever going to interact with that are people who want to buy it. If you're boosting posts that are going to make people feel good, then more people are going to interact with it, because more people are going to resonate with it and want to engage in that kind of post. Next is to be helpful. I really try to help people online. If people ever call out for advice, I'm always trying to be one of the first people to be there to offer that to people. If I see people that I perhaps think are struggling, maybe they say they're going through a hard time, I always try and reach out to them and just offer an ear. But then also I try and offer on my actual feed some tips and freebies essentially, to try and be helpful and give something back. They always say that with your social media you should give far more than you take. And also think about it, if you're looking for an expert in something, are you going to go to the person that says, I'm an expert, or the person that shows you how they're an expert and why they're an expert? Next is to really understand your audience. Use your analytics to have a look at when they're online and when they're most active, and make sure that you're online at those times. Take a look at who they're following and who they're engaging with and who they are interacting with, and use them as your inspiration. But also really get to know them. Ask them questions on your stories, run polls, do little quizzes, and really get to know your audience and what it is they want to see from you. And then lastly is create a community. I have got what I call my tribe of people who, some of them don't even know each other, don't follow each other, but they're people who I know if I put a story out to say I'm having a hard day, they're the ones that will come and lift me up and be great. If I put a story out there to say I need some business advice, they're the ones that will help me. Create that community and that hub of people, and try and really be inclusive of anybody who you're wanting to kind of sell to. But also for your fellow business owners, there's nothing better than seeing a great community of people and people getting behind one another, because it just creates a nice feeling and there's all that herd mentality, that if we can see that lots of people are getting behind you and are talking about you and your products, we'll naturally want to join in and be a part of that. So try and create a wider community, and to do that you're going to need to offer some stuff, but it's worth it in the long run. And it doesn't need to be anything that's going to cost you any money. I'm not saying you need to send people free stuff, but you need to be putting out there the helpful advice. You need to be putting out there some tips and tricks. You know, if you're in fashion, offer some styling advice for free. If you're in my line of work, offer some tips for free. Think about how you can give something back to the people and create that community. So hopefully that'll help. I'd love to know if you put any of these into practice, and also if you've got any more tips, please do comment on them below so that we can all share and try and build Instagram up as much as possible. Bye!